Great. Hi, thanks. I'm Tracy Twine, an associate professor here in Stillwater Climate. I have a 50% research, 50% teaching appointment, plus service and outreach. I teach ESPM 1425, which is Introduction to Weather and Climate to undergraduate students. I periodically teach an Earth System Modeling course to undergraduates and graduate students. I teach the Integrated Topics course for all of our land and atmospheric science grad students, and the proposal writing class for our LAS PhD students. I have two students right now, Yushi and Tiago, and I'm currently co-supervising Phil Michaelby, researcher in our group. What drives me are connections. I like the connection between research and teaching. This is me in an active learning classroom where I'm helping students learn how to understand the weather, what drives the weather that they experience. I like connections here with people on campus and the collaborations that I have in other institutions. I also enjoy the connections among soil, water, and climate. Plants, soil, and climate drive each other, and I'm really interested in how changing lands and changing climate impact those interactions and how it affects the water and the energy that flows through those connections. So, for example, I'm interested in how crop yields might change with future climate change and land use change. So all these different colors here are showing you predictions of corn yield in Iowa. And it's showing that we've used a model to simulate how crop yield in Iowa might change in the future. That's what all these different colors are, whether it's going to increase or decrease, depending on the scenario of changes in temperature and changes in rainfall. So I use these models. I don't just use them. I'm also a developer, and that means that I participate in inner comparisons like the ADNIP to constantly improve and evaluate our models. One example of this development is this year, my group was the first to explicitly simulate the growth and management of perennial grasses for biofuel production in a weather model. And then we've used that to predict possible consequences to the water budget over the entire Mississippi River Basin with various production scenarios for biofuel. I'm working with others now to put a value on Minnesota water. So we're looking at the response of changes in water quality and quantity to threats to our water with the goal of sustaining Minnesota water resources and putting an economic value on that to help sustain these water resources. And I've currently begun work with some entomologists to look at scenarios of climate change here in Minnesota and how environments might become more suitable for stink bugs. I'm interested in how, why cities are warmer than their surrounding areas and what we can do to change that. So we have measured the differences in temperature on black roofs and white roofs in downtown Minneapolis and downtown St. Paul. We've also characterized the Twin Cities metro urban heat island, seeing how this kind of warm blob morphs on daily timescales, seasonal timescales, and annual timescales. And I've also helped organize workshops that bring scientists who study urban heat together, and in this case, brought them here to look at our own Prospect Park North neighborhood to try to think about how we can design neighborhoods to be cooler. I also enjoy service. I enjoy service in my department, my college, university, and in my field. So just a couple examples of that is I've participated in and been a supporter of the Earth Science Women's Network since its beginnings over 15 years ago. It's a peer mentoring network for women earth scientists, but we also have programming for all earth scientists, mostly junior and mid-career levels. And I'm currently a co-chair of the Women's Faculty Cabinet, which advises the provost on issues concerning women faculty. And we've recently updated, drafted changes to the tenure code that would allow teaching release for one semester for any parent who brings home a baby. So really proud of that, and we're continuing to work on making the university a place where women, diversity, and everyone can thrive. Thanks.